On any given day, you'll find Kim Deveaux in her garage carving another wooden work of art as gospel music blares in the background. The wife and mom stumbled upon this new passion more than 10 years ago during a dark period in her life as her family fought to keep its home and pay the bills.
By this time, my children were put out of school. My daughter was in college. She got put out of college. The house was up. The mortgage was up. We almost got put out of the house. The car was repossessed, the light was off, the water was off, the phone was off, and the other kids were put out of high school. But there is a God. I said, God, show me what you want me to do.
That's when she met American carver Lou Jensen online and started engraving.
So I started with coconut. I found coconuts and I started to engrave. And my first piece was called Broken But Beautiful. And it says, sometimes in life you go through things, you feel broken, but God makes beauty out of your brokenness. I started with the coconut, and then I tried the conch shell.
3 years later, she met a local wood turner who gave her pieces of wood to practice on. The rest is history. Deveaux has carved everything from plaques, cutting boards, doors, and trophies to this remembrance table, which she donated to the church.
I got a piece of a huge mahogany tree from a lady in Westridge. And it had been down for several years. And we took it and got it milled and cut. And I had it in the back here for about a couple months. And one morning I got up, I said, Lord, you've been good to me, you've blessed my hands. So I'm gonna give back to church, to ministry.
The jewel in her garage is this one-of-a-kind piece carved out of a $4,000 piece of bottle brush wood from a tree that fell during Hurricane Matthew in 2016. It took Deveaux 8 months to carve this masterpiece, which was inspired by Bahamian marine life.
It took me all day just to carve the shark. Next morning I got up, I did the octopus. I spent the whole day carving the octopus, and each day I got up, I did something different. So it wasn't like all of the theme came one day. 8 months of continuous work, day in and day out. It took me to make this and all the fine details on it. But it's called Under the Sea, and it has blue resin to represent the water in the Bahamas.
The woodcarver also created part of a woman's silhouette comprising different types of wood, each one representing the different challenges women face.
Mental abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse. Some have gone through drug abuse. Some have fallen out and burst their knees. Okay? But yet, through all the trauma they've been through, they can put on expensive high heel shoes and they're going to step out and look good. And when they get home, they're going to relax. So each of the wood is a Bahamian wood, but this piece made from the heel is the most expensive wood.
Deveaux's work has caught the attention of local and international companies which have commissioned awards.
During the pandemic, what kept me sane while everybody else was having mental issues, I did the Cacique Awards during the pandemic. So at 6 o'clock in the morning, I was out here working. This was the only noise you heard in Coral Harbor was my machines working. I worked from sundown to sunup, and for me, mentally, it was ideal.
However, she says wood carving isn't just a business, it's a passion.
I live for what I do. I wake up in the mornings excited. 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm up. My mind is just ticking as to what I'm going to do.
Reporting for the Guardian News Network, I'm Vaughnique Toote.